So it's been a while since we have talked about Bonnie Blue. She hasn't had as many headlines recently until this weekend when it was reported that Bonnie Blue was assaulted at a nightclub in South Yorkshire. And at first, when I saw this story circulating, I assumed it was a man that punched her in the face. And it was not. It was a woman, a feminist, actually, who was angry at her for setting feminism back.
Sadly, there is no video of her actually getting punched.
No, the video of her getting punched isn't available anywhere that I could see.
I say sadly because I wanted to be able to show it to you to show you what happened, not because I think it's a good thing that she got hit.
Yeah, no. There is video of the woman who punched her getting dragged out of the club by security, but there isn't footage of the actual crime as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
Her name is Ella Faye, the woman who punched her. And this was surmised from a video that she originally posted. She filmed herself confronting Bonnie Blue. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find that anywhere either. I think she scrubbed her TikTok at this point. But she filmed herself at the meet and greet asking Bonnie Blue, "Do you know how many years you've set back feminism?" Bonnie Blue was heard replying, "Oh, get out. I haven't." And Bonnie Blue is correct, actually. I echo what she said in her discussion with Andrew Tate, that she is the natural conclusion of feminism. Mm-hmm. That's where it was headed since at least the second wave in the 20th century. She then appeared to tell security to, quote, "get those fat Fs out."
I kind of appreciate that she's like, hey, calm down.
Police arrived at the nightclub at 1:22 a.m. on Friday. They confirmed that Bonnie Blue did not suffer any injuries, and a woman was held in custody and later released. Officers are still investigating, pending further information coming to light. In a statement, Bonnie Blue's tour, which is called the, was it Bang Bus Tour around the UK?
Classy.
Is promising fans there will be a high energy DJ sets, but no sexual behavior. This is a night built for making new friends, laughing until your cheeks hurt. Don't like that phrasing. And throwing yourself into the wildest freshers experience in Sheffield. And they're referring to the students who are entering uni in the UK at the moment. This is the season for school to start. Important notice, this event is a safe space for all. No sexual behavior is permitted inside the venue. Respect others and enjoy the party the right way. So allegedly, Bonnie Blue wasn't following the rules for her tour because according to Ella Faye, who punched her in the face, she says that Bonnie Blue was caught making out with her brother, not Bonnie Blue's brother, but Ella Faye's brother, in the bathroom at this nightclub. Here is what I was able to find. Thank you. I'll start back in a minute.
So she wasn't following her own advice.
Ella Faye, 24, allegedly caught Bonnie Blue making out with her younger brother, who they mention had just turned 18, in the VIP lounge of Sheffield's Onyx nightclub, while Ella Faye was at a different part of the club. Eyewitnesses say Bonnie Blue was laughing and whispering with Ella Faye's brother moments before Ella stormed in, triggering a chaotic confrontation inside the club. Despite rumors, Bonnie has refused to address the allegations, leaving fans to speculate about her motives and behavior. But Ella was the one who threw the first punch, knocking over tables and forcing security to intervene as guests scrambled to escape the escalating altercation. Bonnie's team is reportedly behind the scenes pulling her from upcoming appearances to contain the fallout and manage her PR, which is already in the gutter.
Is that like the opposite of the Warner Brothers crisis team? Is like the PR team for Bonnie Blue is just like, you know, whatever you can get, it's fine.
But the allegation is really that Bonnie Blue had been secretly involved with Ella Faye's younger brother for months,
who would have been
prior
underage.
prior to the point where he turned 18, allegedly exchanging late night calls and meeting up privately, heightening tensions in Ella Faye's family. However, I should mention in the UK and in a lot of the United States, that's technically legal. Doesn't mean that the kid's family is going to be okay with the fact that he's hooking up with a world-renowned porn star.
They're like, look, son, we were hoping that you'd set your sights just a little bit higher.
Yeah, and some people are blaming the venue, which I think is ridiculous. Leaked messages show.
Wait, why would it be the venue's fault?
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I guess that they didn't take the proper security
protocols. Okay.
Leaked messages show that Ella's brother was struggling to stay neutral, attempting to manage the escalating drama while facing pressure from both sides of the feud. And insiders warn that if the scandal intensifies, Bonnie Blue's adult content career and sponsorships could be in jeopardy. And this is kind of a shtick for Bonnie Blue, that she is hooking up with men that she calls barely legal, freshers in both Australia and the UK who have just become legal adults. And this is a specific genre of pornography that she has incorporated into her public image, her brand. And, you shouldn't just assume that that's a big joke. That's actually reflective of what she does in her free time. It's not a front. But people are mostly supporting the woman who punched her, including feminists are supporting Ella Faye. Women are celebrating Bonnie Blue getting punched in the face and saying things like, finally good news. Who was the queen who did it? Wait, is her hand okay?
I'm
Nature
confused.
Is healing.
Okay, so would that mean that these, I'm assuming women, would break down into the camp of sex positive and sex negative feminists who just believe that it's okay to be a sex positive feminist, but oh wait, not that way?
Yes.
There's limits on just how sex positive your feminism is allowed to be. Because like you said, otherwise this is the natural conclusion of this wave of feminism. So it makes you wonder, to the women, like you said, it was a woman that hit her, and it's clearly female. I feel like the male feminists would be hard pressed to criticize her because they feel like they don't have a right to an opinion on this situation, which is why they're male feminists and they just let themselves be led. But the point is where do the women draw the line? Is it's okay to work in traditional porn, but when you bring this much bad publicity our way, now it's a problem. It would actually be interesting to talk to one and be like, okay, so what was it about her case specifically that suddenly made it a problem?
So it seems like mainline feminism amongst Gen Z women is pro-sex work. At the very least, it's pro-online sex work.
Where there's theoretically less chance of coercion and...
it's pro-online freelance, independent sex work.
That's crazy. You'd think these women would fall in line with unions anyways.
And it's largely violence against women, but there's a gray area when the violence against women is being perpetrated by women. In this case, in the UK, they would call that bird-on-bird violence.
Big.
And Bonnie Blue isn't selling sex in an acceptable way, according to Gen Z women, including other OnlyFans stars like Sophie Rain, who say that she gives them a bad name. She's tarnishing the reputation of digital sex workers by constantly putting on these insane stunts, like the petting zoo stunt that never came to pass, and the gang banging, and just all of the insane ways that she has tried to get attention. But they're saying that Bonnie Blue deserved to be assaulted for what she has done for the public image of pro-sex or sex-positive feminism. What Bonnie Blue has done actually is probably on net a good thing. because she is conferring shame back onto sex work, in my opinion, at least.
I mean, yeah, the most extreme example, I guess.
She's at least showing people that this is disgusting and debauched, and I own that. It's not the same thing as fetching your boss a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. And to draw a comparison between sex work and any other type of professional work is ludicrous, and Bonnie Blue would freely admit that. And I think that Bonnie Blue is surprisingly intellectually honest when it comes to her online presence and the way that she represents feminism in the 21st century. She knows just as well as we know that she is the natural conclusion of feminism, from the genesis of the free love movement, which actually didn't begin with Woodstock or the 60s. It actually began with its earliest adopters in the 19th century. And you can go back and read about that history. That the free love movement predates feminism. And she is the natural end result of everything feminists have been fighting for not just decades, but centuries. I agree with Bonnie Blue on that, at the very least. And in case it wasn't clear, I don't condone violence against Bonnie Blue for anything she's done, even as opposed as I am to what she does morally speaking. She didn't deserve to get attacked physically. But I do see that she can clearly capitalize on this. She's going to capitalize on this as much as possible and use it to bolster her public image, and she's going to use this to her advantage no matter what.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.